I will be supporting this initiative. For me, really, what really this boils down to is a huge opportunity, in my opinion, for recreational programming for one of the most at-risk areas, I think, in our city. If you look at Youth for Christ, it's a community organization. Youth for Christ is a nonprofit, non-denominational Christian organization. I think you've got over 15 different programming facilities that you have kind of running that's there. This is a group that's coming forward in one of the roughest and toughest at-risk neighborhoods in our community to provide some programming, some supports that are there. I think this organization could have set up shop anywhere, but they decided to focus in on an area that really needs a lot of support. There's a lot of good programming, as other councillors have said. There's some good groups that are involved in terms of some of the programming funding. But my point is, I don't think there's a shortage, or we can put all our eggs in one basket. I think this will add to the area. As I talked about the area, that it isn't very much in great in need. That is there, the Main and Higgins area. I think Ross McGowan talked about the area of need, and Councillor White spoke of, who would have thought that we've been talking about this type of area in terms of the development that is there. But I think it really does make a lot of sense. It's going to provide a lot of opportunities, I think, for youth to be involved in recreation-based projects. You're delivering more recreational opportunities, which I think is our key business that is there. There's vast support for this project. Obviously, the federal government is on board. You've got a lot of the community groups that are on board, as well as the AMC, as well as the Grand Chief that is there. There's been a lot of talk also about community clubs. Well, this year I think we've shown a lot of expansion in different community clubs. One in my area, the Silver Sturgeon Amalgamations, but there's been a lot in other areas of the community that have been invested in. So we are making these investments as we go. The project, as we know, it brings in over 50,000 or 550,000 square feet of recreational facilities, whether it be dance studios, whether it be BMX, and different arts studios that are part of it. That's going to add to the amenities in the community. It's going to add to what people can do to keep people out of trouble, and I think it is a great opportunity for our area. I also think it's a great partnership for the City of Winnipeg. If you look at the dollars and cents, we have a lot of organizations that come here looking for funding from a variety of sources. There's a whole host of funding. They're putting some of their own dollars in that's there. They've showed some good aspects in terms of any of the program that's there before. And I think this is very much a good deal for the government. There's been some talk about the other levels of government that support it. The provincial government, I know, has supported through a letter, which I think makes a lot of sense. The one item, and I'm going to keep my comments brief here, we are at the end of the day, but really that has disappointed me on this whole argument, it surprised me a little bit, is really the treatment of some of the organization that has been there, Youth for Christ. I can tell you that these are good people, and they're trying to do some good work in our communities, add to what's there, and to hear some of the language I think that's been used back and forth, if you're for or against the project, has been disappointing, because I know these people are good people and just trying to do what's in the best interest of our community. I've been convinced that any of the religious options, I guess I'd say, is exactly that. If a youth wants to go and they want to use the facility, yet they don't want to partake in any of the religious side of things, the spiritual components of it, they are more than willing and interested to be a part of it. But this group is trying to make a difference in our community, and I think to a certain extent they've been vilified, and I think that's unfortunate. I really encourage everyone to support this. I think this is a great partnership for the City of Winnipeg, and I think it can be a great opportunity for people that are underprivileged and could offer some alternatives. And I think we've talked about what it means to people. Well, if I think the mayor alluded to this earlier, but if you can save a few people from going down a wrong path, getting involved in gang or criminal activity, but taking another course because of some opportunities that are there, I think it's a very positive element. So I'm very much supporting this, and I encourage all my colleagues to support it as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Smith.